the Crystal Stickles in the Ranger. So that's the Crystal Stickles in the Ranger, okay? So now the last one I want to show you on the butterflies is using the Distress Stickles Clear Rock Candy. This is a clear rock candy just like the Distress Crackle Paint Clear Rock Candy. On the Distress Stickles, this is the Clear Rock Candy. I just wanted to show you one of the effects that you can do with this one. I've taken a different butterfly, and on this particular one I've already also done just 1/2 of the butterfly. Just kind of get a little bit better. And you can see the effect. This is the half, of course, that I've already applied the Distress Stickles, and then this side I did not. Okay, and again it's this. This is the Distress Stickles Clear Rock Candy. So what I did was, what you want to do, and I'm going to demo this for you. Wipe my hand off here. Again, this particular applicator also comes with a pointed tube that you don't have to pierce it. It's ready to go as soon as you open it up. So what you're going to do then is this particular one, you want to put it on in a very thin layer. You don't want to put it on quite thick, because if you put it on quite thick, it's going to give you the effect of perhaps this, which was the one that we did with the thicker application. So you don't want to do that. You want it to be, if you want that effect, of course, but this one, I just want it to go on very thin. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to squeeze out a little bit, kind of got carried away there a little bit, and I'm going to take my fingertip and I'm just going to work it in and just smooth it out quite thinly. Okay. Okay, there we go. And then just kind of work it in around the jewels as well. And again, if you get it on the jewels, don't worry about it, because it is going to dry clear, so you don't have to worry. And again, just kind of just making sure I have all the area surface covered quite thin there. Just wipe my hand off again there. So as you can see, then I have applied it quite thinly. I don't even know if thinly is a word, but I just used it. But anyway, so then you also have this side, as you can see. And I'm trying to show you that sparkle effect. It kind of has to it, yeah. Once it dries, then I really love this. This is probably my favorite butterfly on the whole sheet. But if you see, then you have just a little bit of that sparkle effect, which I think gives it that vintage aged, just that distressed look that's really nice. So again, give that plenty of drying time. It also, if you would like to speed it up with the heat gun, this also works great with the heat gun as well, and you can start to see that shimmer and that glimmer start to come through even better. So I'm just going to show you how you can do that real quick. So for demo time, I'm going to just go ahead and cut that off, put this to the side and let it dry. I do want to show you though, as you can see, I've just demoed to you the way that you can use the 3 different ones. Again, it was the Crackle Paint, which we used on the butterfly here, and it's still drying, but I wanted to kind of show you a little bit that it's actually starting to crackle a little there on the edges. You maybe can see it just a little bit. It's starting to want to crackle on me, which I love that. So that's the Rock Candy Distress, okay? Big jar. And then this one is the Distress Stickles Clear Rock Candy, which I just showed you on this one, which shows just a little bit of the glimmer there. Okay, and then we also have this one, which is the Crystal Stickles, which I went around the edge of our butterfly on this one, and that's the effect that you get there. I kind of want to finish off these tags a little bit with this particular project, and I'm going to pop in another product that we now have, and this bottle is my own personal one that I had before we started carrying it with Memoryworks, so please excuse my price tag on there. But this is the Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and I really, really do love this product. I have it in several colors. This is the brick color, but I love the sets that we carry with Memoryworks because you actually get several colors in one set, so it's really a nice price and a nice package deal as well. But I'm just going to kind of show you. This is going to be in a whole other video series, so please don't think that I'm not showing you the full demo with this, but I'm going to cater a specific video just for Glimmer Mist later on coming up. So in this particular one, I'm just going to spritz my tag, and I'm going to zoom in a little bit better here so you can see. And I want to just kind of just give it a little bit of a hint. And I'm going to speed it up a little bit with the heat gun. A lot of times I just spritz a lot of these tags and let them dry, just because I have several projects I'm doing at one time, or several colors that I like to work with. So I'm just going to kind of let this dry. And it dries very quickly because it is more of a water-based product, which we can go into more detail on that later when I do the video on the Glimmer Mist. But I just love this color because I thought it coordinated perfectly with the red butterflies that I just did. So what I'm going to do next is, let's see, I think I want to use this one. It's still drying a little bit on half of the wing, but I'm going to go ahead and stick it down so you can see the effect that it can have on your project. Just be careful not to touch the other side there. As you can see there, you have then that cool effect. Just love it. Okay, and the next thing you're going to do, even if you just wanted to kind of pop up the wings a little bit, maybe if it was on the cover of a book or a scrapbook page that you're going to frame on a wall, you may want to flip the wings up, and it's a nice dimensional effect to it. I can even take this a step further if I wanted and add some stamping, which I may do on here. Let's see. Let's try one of our, I think I'm going to try this one. This says Spring. This is from this set, as I showed you earlier. It's the Dear Lizzie set. And I'm going to use the Spring stamp. Just going to kind of take this one off here. Get my acrylic block ready. This might be a little bit of a smaller block for that, but I think it'll work just fine. I'm going to use the American Crafts black ink that we carry. This is a pigment ink, so that means you can also emboss with it as well, but that is saved for a later series. But I'm just going to use it, and I'm going to tap just very lightly because it is a pigment ink. You don't want to load your stamp very heavily with it. And then I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and stamp on my tag. Okay. So that's the effect that I get there. So this shows you your the rock candy, which is in the Distress Stickles Clear Rock Candy effect on this one. Now we're going to make our own frames, which are using glossy accents, which and your own favorite acrylic paints. So we have this wonderful product called Glossy Accents, and it's also by Ranger Ink Essentials. And then I know sometimes we get, we have several pieces of chipboard that's now in our new catalog, along with, this one is the Fancy Pens. This was like a 12 by 12 pack, I think, that came in one of the Express kits. So I've used some of the pieces out, but as you can see, I have some pieces in here that I have not used. So I'm going to show you a creative way that you can use some of these pieces as embellishments on your scrapbook page or in your mini books or even on a card.